Hey everybody, it's John checking in again. Yeah, glasses are still pretty glary. I think I'm going to turn down the brightness on my monitor. There we go, not so bad. Okay, so just wanted to say happy Sunday to everybody. I guess you're probably all getting up now, maybe going to church. I hope you enjoy your weekends. Didn't have too much fun on Friday and Saturday, and that you enjoy the last day. And yeah, you'll have a good week next week. I've got the week off and I've just been thinking about what I'm going to be getting done this week, and I figured I'd share with you guys. So I mentioned before I was, studying for the Japanese test coming up in, gosh, it's July 2nd actually. It's coming up really soon. And thinking about the goals I wanted to reach. So my two major, I guess, by my definition earlier, midterm goals would be number one, top goal being to get that beach body. I want visible abs. So I've been losing a bit of weight lately, and we'll see how long it takes for them to show. And my second goal being, of course, to pass that test coming up on July 2nd. So this week I'll be spending a lot of time, reading and studying and doing all of those things. Back on the fitness front, as for, the studying stuff, I'm not the best at organizing my studying, but I get it done. I've got those books, try and do a page a day, and I actually missed a lot of pages. I need to go and get those caught up on. But on the thing that I've been doing a lot more seriously on the fitness front, I figured I'd share with you guys a little bit of uh, my process. If you were interested, if anybody's interested in going to the gym or losing weight, or if anybody has any tips or pointers that they'd like to share with me, I'd love to know. So I'd like to start with there's a acronym they have for goal setting that I find very useful. It's called SMART. I have it written down here really quickly. So for S stands for specific. So as I mentioned earlier, for my fitness goal, I want to see my abs. I want to look good on the beach for the first time. That's my specific goal, and so that's specificity, right? M, our M in SMART. M stands for measurable. How am I going to measure being able to see my abs? Well, I did a guess roughly, let's say about 71 kilograms. That's 156, something like that. So I have that weight set as my goal. Okay, so measurable. I have that set as my goal. Our next is A, achievable. Is it achievable? Can I lose that much weight in 3 months? Yes, I've lost more weight in a shorter period of time, but the goal here is to be healthy and keep my muscle. So it's going to be a little harder, but yes. Relevant. Is it a relevant goal? So that's what our R stands for. So relevant doesn't make any sense, no. Relevant or realistic? Yeah. So relevant, does it have anything to do with your life? I would say relevant, yeah, very much. Fitness is my hobby. I've been spending a lot of time on it. I've been walking several hours a day, hitting multiple gyms. So I'd say yes, it's very relevant to me. And reasonable, I'd say it's difficult but possible. Yeah. And then our final part of the acronym T is timely. And as I mentioned earlier, I have a goal. I have a time limit set on it. So I decided back in April 14th that I wanted to lose the weight in 3 months. So about 20 pounds in 3 months. And I'll show you guys really quickly here. So just to go through that really quickly again, for any goal that you're setting, it's good to break it down somehow. And we can use the acronym SMART. So is your goal specific? You say, I want $5,000 by the end of next month, for example. Or I want to lend money, something like that, right? Measurable. Can we break it down into some sort of metric to measure it, For example, I want to lose weight. What weight do you want to read on the scale? I want to gain X amount of money. How much is it? Achievable. Is it possible? Do you have any way of doing that? It's easier with fitness things where you can say I want to run a mile in 8 minutes or something like that. I want to lose X amount of pounds. Can we do that? Relevant. Does it have anything to do with your life? Or do you have any reason to be doing it in the first place? And timely. You need to put a due date on it. If you don't put a due date on it, you're not going to do it. You're not going to get it done. You're just going to say, oh, I can start again tomorrow. I can start again anytime. And every day becomes tomorrow. To bring it forth into the present and to keep your mind on the goal. Quite frankly, if you're doing something with, in the midterm time frame, a couple of months, you need to know this is going to end. It's not going to be life for a long time. Diets can be particularly hard. You lose energy, you get hungry, you get cravings, and you need to know this isn't going to be the same this whole time. Diets or budgets, for example, to, oh, I want to spend money, I want to buy something. Well, that's good. You can once you're done budgeting, once you're done dieting. You need to know it's going to end one day, and that takes off a little bit of that psychological pain, a little bit of that torment, and it actually makes it feel better. So you can say, oh, I'm doing this now, it sucks now, it's going to be so much better once I delay that gratification, which is really hard to do in this day and age. So whatever your goals are, whatever you're trying to do, I'm rooting for it. I'm rooting for you. Yeah, and that's my goals, my specific fitness goal, for example, for you guys, and I'll just show you my progress. So right here I said 79.9 kilograms, that's about 176 or something like that. And I'm not weighing myself every day because, quite frankly, seeing the weight go up and down, even for me, can be a bit psychologically taxing, but I try to weigh every couple of days. Every 2 days or so. Sometimes your weight will go up and down a couple of pounds, but if you try and measure your weight, like say 3 or 4 times a week, it's a good weight loss helper. So as you see, I'm doing it every 2 days, every 1 or 2 days, going up and down, and my last one was 75.8. So like 167, something like that. So starting at, what is that? Starting at 176 and 167, so I've lost about 9 pounds. Okay, so I'm around halfway there, but the lower you get, the harder it gets. So, yeah, that's my weight loss progress. As we see here, I have a tracker for my calories as well. Every day I have this many calories. And I also have a tracker for my steps. I got 25,000 in today. Yeah, so I try to get 23,000 or more in. Those are my fitness goals that I'm trying to achieve. As for my studying goals, just finish those books that I have. I need to come up with a more specific attack plan. If anybody has any advice for setting a better study program, then I'd like to hear it. Or is there anything that you're studying for? Is there anything that you're saving up for? Or, is anybody trying to get a diet, trying to spend more time in the gym? Reach out and let me know. Yeah. So I figured I'd just give you guys a little bit of insight as to how I'm doing this whole diet thing. And I'm feeling great. A little tired, a little tired from the lower calories, but lighter. All right. Well, yeah, everybody, enjoy your Sundays. And whatever your goals are, make sure they're smart, specific. Make sure you can put a number behind it, whatever it is you want to do. Measurable. It's something that we can put a number behind, like I said before. Measurable, what is that number? What number do you want? How do you want to change it? Right? Achievable. Just don't be too ridiculous. Push yourself, but don't push too hard. And if it's something you've never done before, then just try. Try and see, Relevant. It's something that has to have something to do with your life, your goals, what you're trying to attain. Otherwise, why are you doing it? And timely. Put a time frame on it. And if you're just starting, try and keep it short term, like 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks, and just see. And then you can push it into midterm goals. You can push it into long-term goals. But you don't want to overwhelm yourself too much. Yeah. And whatever it is you're trying to do, reach out, let me know. And I support you, and you've got it. You can do it. If you think you can, and I think you can, then you can. So, yeah. Everybody have a wonderful Sunday. Love you guys. Bye.